Fox News political analyst and author Guy Benson. Guy, it's always great to see you and have you on again. What do you think will happen in these primaries tomorrow? Because Spencer Pratt, let's show it. Pratt has a narrow lead in the new McLaughlin and California Post poll. Pratt is leading, though, among Hispanic voters, 33% support versus 24% for Bass. So he's gaining a lot of traction here. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, let's just say, Liz, for the sake of argument, that Spencer Pratt finishes in first place tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. I've seen other polls that show it pretty tight. But let's say he came in first place somewhere in the low 30s. That would obviously be very good for his campaign, a first place finish, all of that. That being said, not to douse the hope with cold water, the two remaining candidates are both left and lefter. And the likelihood of, let's say, the socialist candidate gets eliminated and it's the top two moving on to November, the idea that a bunch of communists and socialists are going to all of a sudden jump and vote for Spencer Pratt in a general, maybe, but I think the likelihood is a consolidation of those two electorates, those two bases, which would make it difficult for a non-Democrat, someone not associated with Team Blue, to win in a city that blue. So I don't want to be the harbinger of bad news. I'm not saying that it's completely unwinnable. I'm just saying even a first place finish for him, then you've got the consolidation issue on the left, where that's going to be an awful lot of people in a city where a lot of voters seem to be addicted to failure.
Yeah, and to government spending, right? I mean, so that's been the issue for the state of California for a long time. I don't think you're being a douser or a harbinger of something bad. You just bring common sense reality here. I mean, you know, the race is tightening for California governor, too, between Steve Hilton and Biden's former HHS Secretary Javier Becerra. I mean, Steve Hilton is promising massive tax cuts, and now Becerra refuses. He says he's not going to fully back California's Democrats' plan to phase out new gas-powered vehicle sales by 2035. So what do you think is going to happen with that race?
So Becerra's their front runner, and he's so weak. He was a failed HHS secretary. They hated him in the Biden administration. They were leaking against him all the time to try to force him out. Biden never fired anyone. He knew that, so he just stuck around. And now he is potentially in line to become governor of that state, where he would just be part of the machine, a cog in that left-wing machine out there. They would control him entirely. If it's a right versus left choice in November, that could have down-ballot effects that would be positive. Really important for voters to vote strategically tomorrow in California.
Got it. Guy Benson, always a pleasure to have you on. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.